Hi everyone. So we're continuing with the book Black Veils like we did yesterday, and we're reading from chapter 8 still again like we did yesterday. And if you missed this, it's going to be on YouTube, and there's going to be a clip on and a bit of it on TikTok too, on my sub channel. Sorry. So, and I am ready. I have a drink with me today, so my voice won't go away after a few readings. My brother's a teacher; he does this all the time, so talk and talk and talk. But it's kind of hard for me since I just started this. So we're gonna go live. I didn't put my background up yet, but we're gonna do that now. Sorry, it's just that I want people to see my background. So we're gonna do that. It's just thinking right now. Seriously. Okay, why are you thinking? Fact. There we go. And there you are. Back to it. So, we're continuing with chapter 8 and reading from it. We're on courtesy, vampire courtesy. I'm doing this all the time, reading it. It's actually part of the vampire culture. We read poetry and books to everyone. We're very into poetry and stuff like that. So now we're reading about vampire courtesy. Vampire courtesy is a fundamental black wheel. It's fundamental black wheel that comes from the concept of the courtly manners expected of atrocity to modern times. Many vampires are courtiers who embrace the level of etiquette and decorum that is encouraged in the black veils. Courteous behavior as a skill that exhibits a sense of justification involving not only etiquette but also good conversations and intelligence, intellectual powers. Examples of vampire courtesy that are part of black veils include aesthetic chivalry, elegance, gifting, greeting, hospitality, and seduction. Many vampires also consider the concept of courting through seduction as part of the slow and proper process of attracting potential lovers, business associates, or friends. Each court, house, and tribe within the vampire culture will have their own etiquette. It's important to do your best to be educated on their house customs, to be a good host and an excellent guest. And that's the same thing when you have a friend over or something. You have to be courteous. Vampires, now we're on to culture. Vampires, no matter their background, are drawn to an excellent and taste. This can be expected through such rich avenues of art, history, museums, theater, the humanities, high culture, quality food, language, traditions, and etiquette. This comes from the sexual lust for life and all the elements within it. I love going to museums. Museums are my thing, and art galleries too. On the next level, there is vampire culture, which is a shared set of attitude, values, and goals and practices that characterize the philosophy of vampire. There are these very black veils are both elementary and definitive description of the vampire culture or tradition, concepts that have accumulated since the modern vampire age, which began in the early 1990s. Elegance. The vampire who embraces this black veils are frequent personification of simple and effective refinements, dignity, and grace. The veil the vampire stands and can truly be the 19th and 20th centuries from the modern retelling of vampire legends and myth, literature, films, and fiction. The vampire's seductive ability is based on their being noble and an elegant, honorable predator that acknowledge their animal nature. Many vampires, once they begin the steps of transformation from mortal to mortal perspective, simplify in their lives. They slow down, plan, and then execute their presentation to the world. Okay, did you get that? The vampire's seductive ability are based on being noble. I'm gonna read that again. And an elegant, honorable predator that acknowledges their animal nature. My animal nature is the cat and the crow. Many vampires, once they begin to start their transition from mortal to mortal perspectives, simplify in their lives. They slow down, plan, and they execute their presentations in the world. This conserves energy for later uses and reduces wasteful actions. The most obvious expression of elegance is within their aesthetic grooming attitude, body language, and dress. Examples include the vampire Jen wearing a simple black or black suit, vampire witch wearing a regal dress that accentuates their best feature. Do you know those? I'm wearing something today. I'll show you. I'm actually wearing my black today because I just did a TikTok with my black gear on. So, see. And I just wanted to show you that. Sorry. I'm wearing a simple black or black suit. I'm a vampire witch, so I love wearing my black lace thing. Vampire witch doing a regal dress. Vampire symbols such as rings or such as the legacy and honorable. See, there's my ring, my silver ring, my black ring, my black widow silver ring, and right now I am wearing my Ouroboros. That's what the dragon in his tail is. Which is the most important is that the rare for a fully mature vampire to overdo their appearance in the complete elegance, keeping simplicity as a priority. That means you don't overdo it. You don't go and you don't go everywhere with a tuxedo and stuff like that. Thus, the black view of elegance projects throughout the current of the vampire and the powers. There are other vampire virtues such as glamour, mystery, romance, and seduction. I think vampires are elitist. If everything was created equal, there would never be anything special or unique. Nor would anything evolve. The same goes for life in both the vampire and mundane culture. Everyone should have equal opportunity, but there are talent, skills, and natural abilities that are learned, inspired, and genetic. Vampires are elitist, but not in a malicious way, just in recognition of mundane gifts. The vampire concept of elite is not different than the set of standards that are maintained at any Ivy League scholastic university. Many will test their deeper vampire message. Fear will find success. For many years, we tried to appeal to the lowest common denominator. That's my phone. They're doing something. For many years, we tried to appeal to the lowest common denominator, accept all views, and welcome everyone in the vampire world. This did not work. It rendered focused and it created dimensions to the affair. Now that Black Beard Vampire has recognized and focused inwards as a movement, think of this as the renaissance of our vampirism and and the family serves as a think tank for those individuals to gather networks and exchange ideas. Decadence. The vampire is decadent. A luxurious life is well within the grasp of the black real vampire. However, vampires are no fools and will live within their means in order to balance their own equilibrium. Decadence is protected through obtaining and enjoying the pleasures of life that can be realistic. Instead of going to an overpriced, expensive restaurant, the vampire might cook an exquisite dinner for a tenth of the price and find a beautiful riverside location where seduce their date for a youthful moon picnic. Spoiling lovers, enjoying beautiful things, relishing amazing food, and embracing the reality of the beauty all come from the heart and spirit of the vampire versus the wallet. It is possible to enjoy life without being rich monetarily. The vampire refuses to give in to the societal pressure of attaining the state otherwise. The Cronian. Draco was a politician in the 7th century BC who laid the first set of laws in the city-states of Athens. He was known for his harshness and the terms draconian. Draconian eventually was coined to mean extreme inflexibility. The draconian view in one which is rarely seen, but is put into certain positions a black veil vampire might wear the veil. Vampire philosophy adopts a full draconian perspective, simply as a result of the emergency and looking at the reality of life. Look to examples from Frederick Wilhelm Nietzsche and the idea of social diversity. Darwinism for more information on the concept. Only in rare circumstances does one want to see the draconian side of vampires, which is harsh, aggressive, intelligent, and predator and sharp. Vampires were often band together when employing the black veils in protection of the clan or their interests. However, in most circumstances, the draconian black veil is toned down and only used in lightest sense to acknowledge the reality that survival in human society is not always a walk in the park. So now on to family. Family. What is most surprising to many is that vampires highly value the view of family. Vampires, being tribal, passionate, loving creatures, naturally have a sense of family culture. The black veil of the family has always been a strong element of culture of the vampire culture. For example, the interaction between two individuals who have had fangs made or an agreement about their veils will have a kinship that is unknown to those outside such a bond. Family is something many of us seek. In the 1990s, at Long Black Veil, it was immensely popular to celebrate where was I? Yep, Longville. Okay, here we go. In 1990s, the Long Black Veil was immensely popular to celebrate Mother's Day, where the vampires would bring their birth mothers and we would honor them with a big party. Yes, free champagne for moms on that day. I like that idea. I wish I could do that. Those from outside the community will see us as goths, being rebels and rejecting the birth family. This could not be further from the truth, as the family view encourages a strong, loving bond with all members of one's birth family. It seems that most vampires are so individualistic that they are often loners and may have decadent descent and yet distant relation with the mundane family and use the clan as their surrogate. Night Saint family. Since the founding of the British town in August 1995. The constituted family is one of the major black wheels. Huh. I'm seeing no one. Gifting. Gifting is a traditional black wheel that an outsider would never accept from vampires. The simple act builds on the wheels of hospitality and courtesy and functions to support free will, create connection, and gifting is not about bribery or accepting something in return, but to simply show another brings you your honor and appreciate them. The most common gift within the black wheel culture is the offering of a fan making session with a fangsmith for a friend, lover, or companion. However, gifts are often extended in the form of ankhs and copies of this book, The Vampire World History, for those who wish to delve into the deeper elements of vampire history. I did that with my best friend. I gave her the new version, the red velvet book to a friend of mine, so because I felt that she was my other half, so my flame, my twin flame, so I could feel like I knew her, and so I decided to give her the red book as a gift. Custom-made and personalized gifts are also quite common, such as a customized t-shirt, a painting of a piece of art signed by the creator. Over the years as a fangsmith, I have been given some pretty strange gifts from customers, but what I find most touching is when they write a letter which comes from their heart and actually mail it. This is a dying art. In the end, gifting is a great way to show appreciation and power of the courtesy hush and unique together the vampire culture. Gifts. In the vampire culture, novels by Anne Rice, many vampires have gifts. Powers are unique to the individual. For example, Lestat reads mind. Marius has the ability to cloud human minds, and Claudia had her youth and innocence to aid her in the hunt. Within the Black Wheels, these fictions are parallel to reality, with vampires are empowering themselves with these ideas and translating them into real life. We encourage each practicing vampire to discover and embrace one power, which will be their vampire gift to develop. My favorite gift so far is lucid dreaming and astral projection. I love shape shifting into a crow every so often, and I'm empathic too. Each individual should find their own dharma, their purpose, their passion, and build from the black wheel vampire. Follow their dharma. For example, Frieder as in the passion of knowledge of Paris, and as in Thorny their subject. Genevieve's gift was her passion and talent as a performance and belly dancer. Victor Magnus' gift is their search for knowledge of military history. Okay, so one of my gifts is reading. I love to is reading too. So Manners Yuri is a talent for writing spiritual perspective. Zach Baggins is a great ghost hunter. I love watching this show. He's cool. Grace Gunner Mike, his hideous gift is a musical talent and performances. Their vampire gifts are those passionate and help defining who they are individuals and inspire both mundane and other vampires they like. Do you have a dream to be realized? Could it be dance, music, painting, photography, writing, business, charisma, DJing, chess, a sports skill with directing of hunting knowledge, or specific subject, or super narrow sense of humor? An unexplored ability, talent, or passion which is yet to manifest a really good dream you want to further. One of my guests that I really would like to try to tap into is DJing. I really want to try that out myself. This is the nature of the Blackfield vampire. Vampires embrace the fear of happiness. But vampires believe it's not a strive for happiness and contentment in life as a strong Blackfield. Most cultures and religions strive for the ultimate goal, eternal happiness. Each have their own approaches and techniques, so does vampirism. Happiness is a state of mental well-being defined by a series of positive emotional states, including intense joy and contentment, free from suffering. This can be defined in multiple ways from religious, philosophical, biological, and philosophy perspective. Modern secular culture has defined the concept of positive philosophy with employed scientific methods to create such a state. For the vampire, thinking positive is essential, realizing that it's not always fair, that each challenge and obstacle only allows developing of an individual who better appreciates moments of contentment, living a decent, honorable life with respect and dignity, essential elements of vampire happiness. Humor. Vampires who follow the Black Beast often have a good sense of humor. Nothing represents a black vampire spark of life more than a good laugh. Humor is profoundly important. Black Reel from Dracula. Being able to laugh at oneself is a power which is symbolic of the black reel of the mirror, the patron spirit of the endless night. Fred Samedi and his acolytes are known to embrace the real and its fulfillment. Vampires also love everything from sarcasm and slapstick to satirical humor. Often love everything from sarcasm and slapstick to satirical humor. Often enjoying TV shows like True Blood, which are humorous and serious at the same time. I missed that show. That was such a cool show. Okay, so you can hear me, right? Yeah. In the end, taking oneself too seriously is simply unhealthy and unbalanced. This is the current knows all too well. Dude. Okay, chapter 8 is going to be a very, very long. I don't think I can read. Oh, it's almost there. We're almost to Vampire Sabbath. Individualist. The vampire individuality is deeply rooted in the fact in the fact we all make the conscious decision to get our fangs name made and sit there while the fangsmith gently molds out teeth in private or not. So like I said before, I can't afford fangs, but I do have them. So I'm gonna show you that. As you can see, hang on. As you can see, these are my fangs right here. I bought them at scarecrowfangs.com. And they're glamour fangs. They're gold fangs. So if you can't afford fangs, a fangsmith, because they go up to $150 to $300 each for each different kind of fang you want. So if you can't do that, I suggest you just go to Scarecrow Fangs or Spirit of Halloween. I'll put their link to that on my YouTube if you want to see it there. Just so you know that. Okay, where was I? This individual is that we decided and volunteered for this experience. This is the foundation of vampire individualism. Simply put, vampires are like cats. They cannot be herded or told what to do, and they must be inspired, and then they make decisions based upon their own personal interest. We are amongst the chosen few, but it is by our own choice we gave ourselves the ability to wear our fangs as a mask. It, it is once a toy, a theoretical piece, a magic trick, and an illusion. Inspiration. Vampire legends speak of hypnotic powers of the vampire gaze, and in a psychological sense, there may be some truth behind the legend. As vampires have always been source of inspiration, especially in artistic sense. We often we are often the whispers in the ears of artists, musicians, dancers, creative individuals, or we are the voice of the devil's advocate, suggesting innovative new ideas, concepts, and process of thinking which come from a surprising source, the current. Due to the diversity of the family ideas, concepts, and visions flow on at an international level. So it is not much about mystical experiences, but a unique, shared experience more authors, artists, dancers, performances, and musicians that anything have been able to use the saber-tooth internal network and the kind of their tool of inspiration, getting a flow ideas globally. All those who see our traditions, test them, and are influenced by them, surprised to see our uniquely positive views on life and then thus become inspired. Alright, the Vampire Knight is dedicated to the backfield of gents. Morality, chivalry, warrior, loyalty, romance, passion, and culture through embracing personal nobility. When interacting amongst themselves, the Vampire Knights are often fraternal and stand together. The knight does not simply go out and declare themselves. As this, the Blackfield must live actions through upholding others' related views. And the knight is a provider, lover, and a romantic protector. They have no fear of powerful sexual individuals, inspiring others and treating them with respect and dignity. Although originally for those masculine positions, the Vampire Knight is a tradition of fraternity dedicated to becoming better individuals and improving the current in themselves. Today, many vampire ladies and witches have taken up the black veil of the Vampire Knight. This practice modernized chivalry and courtesy enjoys in such pursuits as the Game of Chess, History Museum, practicing magic, martial arts, joining in classic arts of culture, music, and dance, and pride themselves being role models for other vampires. The Vampire Knight continues the old tradition of culture empowerment, certainly in a revised, modernized format for the new era. Libertine, romantic, sensual, and immortal minded, the vampire feels free of mundane burdens, thus the healthy nature of true libertine. The average mundane knight might have the first impression of vampire libertine as a senseless hedonist, but the true libertine will be true to their sexual nature while respecting the free will of others. Being individuals with one mind, vampires are often libertines, but the French term meaning to be free does not just refer to sexuality. What vampires might be a fetish to an average person is completely normal for vampires. Many of us think fangs are a great sexual too. I do too. I love wearing my fangs. They make me feel so thin. That's why I bought the glamour fangs, the gold fangs, because they make me feel sensual. Many mortal-minded individuals lie themselves and die themselves for the sake of mortality. However, the vampire seeks to be completely honest with their nature, free of lies and social conditioning. The Black Veil vampire embraces who they are, be it gay, straight, asexual, fetishist, transgender, polymorphous, monogamous, and so on. I'm non-binary and I accept who I am. Yes, even a monogamous individual can be sexually free if they are honest with themselves. And I am bisexual. This is by no means an excuse to be sensitive to hedonistic, as libertine is direct, honest, and true to themselves and their nature. And those who they engage with, yet always does with class, elegance, personality, and respect. Vampires do not just survive life, they live. Our vampires joked that it was funny how to live is evil, backwards. And it's true. I love that. Vampires love. I always do that with trolls. I would tell them that they're they're saying, yes, I live. I'm alive. Vampires love their life. They thrive on experience, crazy and having a deep primal thirst for life and seek and continue. Call it chi, ki, prana, life force, or simply vital acid. Abundance and lust for such entities is extremely important amongst the immortals. What is the most important is the love of life and enjoy what's beauty. Celebrate the positive and learn from negative. One of the things I do when it's nice outside, I walk in the forest and then I take my yoga mat and I lay it down and I meditate and focus on my chi and the forest around me and the life force around me. I love doing that. You should try it. It's a really nice thing to do. Find that open space and just observe the sunlight and the forest nature and listen to the birds and bees and stuff like that. And you'll find it really life affirming. Life is one short deal from the day set perspective of the black real vampire, so make the most of it. One the complaining vampire character Louise Van book, she hates her life and he is suppressed. The vampire is opposite of this and embrace it. The vampire is opposite of this and embraces with honor and pride what they are, reeling in life, enjoying each and every moment as if it were the last. Plan for eternity. Live it as your last day and celebrate the gift you have been given to be what you are. Love. Some say only love can defeat death. Love is an evolved state of survival and to keep relationships together strong. Love is an experience, expression of kindness, affection, and compassion. The vampire is a creature of love. For the vampire, every love is a different experience. Some examples include romantic love, love of life, paternal love, love between vampires, love of the self, and spiritual love. English has limited love to one word, however. Vampire eyes allows the vampire to see most of the potential of all living things. Thus, finest and foremost, the vampire loves lives. Many more than any time in history, mankind has been choosing to despair the vampire archer because vampires are passionate and in love with the black reals. Loyalty. The black real loyalty is a bond of spirit and mind. Vampire is raised in humans that in society is alien in the world around them due to the vampire's unique spirit and mind. The different is a bond, a form of loyalty of perception. For the vampire, loyalty is a form of a deep-rooted love. The two are nearly identical. A love is within loyalty and loyalty is within love. What most unites the vampire of the legacy and slavery to kind is the common experience that they remember from a lifetime. The fanging, their experience of meaning pen by stumbling upon a fangsmith when walking to a Halloween shop one night. By my chance, made an appointment for this fangsmith chosen. My one of my most memorable things was walking into the spirit of Halloween when they are or seeing um scarecrowfangs.com and seeing the fangs for the first time. And when I put them in my first pair of fangs, I just loved it. And also from reading Anne Rice's vampire books, that awakened my vampire spirit for me. And also, another thing that awakened me was seeing my best friend for the first time, my twin flame, and immediately knowing, and I had this immediately recognition of her, like I knew her from some other quarrel. The awakening of the current. Transference full is a major cause. The common experience has been called the fang effect. The club fight clan effect, with Fang's clients being akin to members of fictional Project Mayhem, was from the Fight Club novel and film. Much vividly, I can never really say that word. Vampires, when they need to be, can without hesitation be considered cunning and employed deeply in life. The way of being is actually close to the definition of much living in Oxford Dictionary, based on the print, a legendary book by the writer and Renaissance statesman Nicola Machiavelli from Florence, Italy in the 16th century. The Black Veil of nobility encourages mastery of one's own personal kingdom, one's personal space. Thus, as an example of noble empowerment, the prince is an excellent source of inspiration for those wishing to employ the Machiavellian Black Veil. From the perspective of the Black Veil, the Machiavellian vampire learns from the pages of the prince example of power, rulership, leadership, cunning, and statesmanship that are required to rule. However, this is not about ruling others, but how one vampire can rule themselves and to navigate life with sense of mastery and business. Mystery. Throughout history, the vampire has been associated with mystery and secrets. The mystery of the unknown northern Nakasu, who has reigned for centuries, the secrets of immortality, or the magic powers of darkness, are all mysteries empowering to us for the Black Veil. Personal mysteries are, for the modern vampire, extremely essential. As an illusionist hides in plain sight, so does the vampire, only letting forth information to entice or appearing suddenly and disappearing just as quickly. Like the vampire of legend, the current contains a mysterious element. We love to promote mystery and never reveal too much. We see this, the suspension of beliefs and curiosity the world has for the vampire when we wear our fangs for the first time. Yeah, I loved it. It felt real. It felt like me. Secrets are a core element of the mystery. The vampire's tribe and family are united by them. With the current vampire craze, vampires can appear on television, write books, and have freedom to live publicly as the whole world now loves a vampire. On the just mystery or the reality of their times are narcissism. The Black Veil should have a big and healthy ego. Many love to have their pictures taken, dress up, look great, and dress well. These are all expressions of this trait. However, at the same time, the vampire can be kind Pleasure to be around and very cordial. The ego is healthy and not one with tramples on others. It is a strong person in their love of themselves without putting down others. Oh, someone said hi. Hi. What were they doing? The self is important. I want vampires and feeling good about who and what we are being empowered by. The black widow and our taking care of our own business, life and personal responsibility for our actions. We seek to empower ourselves without impressing others. We are giving in kind and yet focus on our survival with our own survival. And I am feeling a little itchy. Philanthropy. In recent years, many organizations, business, and individuals within the vampire culture have taken up philanthropy. In recent years, many organizations, business, and individuals within the vampire culture have taken up philanthropic work to better vampires. Vampires defined as the desire to promote the welfare of others, especially by generous donations of money to good causes, such as activities being people together in a common cause, raise pattern power energies. Charities set an example for example, other members of culture and reinforce a good public image and relationship with the outside world. Not all vampires are evil. So if you look on my page, on my TikTok page, you'll see my charity that I chose. There are a few types of action which can be done to support charities. First, bring awareness to the cause of charity, which can be done through promoting the mission on social media, grassroots campaigns, or word of mouth. Second, time or work. Donate in hands or manners such as volunteering in a soup kitchen or bringing blankets to the homeless. Third, fundraising. By actively raising money, hosting a fundraising and social media campaign, or directly donating to the org sponsoring the fundraiser. These are more which support their charities, but those are the more major points. Changing charities a good strategy to show diversity or focusing on one particular cause, which is a relevant organization, mission, or business. In the general mission, vampire organization drive blood lives to Red Cross or promoting silviculture and wellness through anti-cyberbullying charities such as Don't Beat a Monster.org or LGBTQ plus community centers, are particularly relevant to the vampire world. Other philanthropy options include Toys for Tots around the holidays, showing communities and supporting animal shelters, folk sanctuaries for showing solidarity with werewolves, fighting human trafficking, or honoring our loved ones by spreading the word of finding world of fundraising or students' rights by friends. Be sure to do good research into the charity you are donating to or supporting in order to make sure they are legitimate and the resources go to where they need to be. In the end, a well-done philanthropy improves the vampire world for all us being people together as a good example. Okay, I'm feeling kind of drained right now, so we're going to stop it right here. And we'll read some more tomorrow of my vampire book. And end this recording right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to be doing a stream now. And if you haven't seen it, check out my YouTube channel.